more impressive or surprising that the Dodgers would have an 11-game losing streak or that the Indians would win 20 in a row?
Man, they're both polar opposites of what you ever think could happen. I never thought the Dodgers, they're going to go through their bad stretch, but I never thought they'd lose 15 out of 16, 11 in a row. Kershaw twice pitching. So to me, that is what they were doing is more shocking than the fact that Cleveland, which is incredible, has gone on to win 21 games.
I look at Cleveland because they went to the World Series. They were one win away from winning the World Series. That, okay, they got on a great run, and, okay, I'm not as surprised with that. It's still phenomenal. But the Dodgers losing 11 in a row after people were ready to christen them the greatest team of all time, that to me is what's surprising. But if you're Dave Roberts of the Dodgers, how do you say to your team, forget about that? Like that, that's an anomaly. That's an aberration. That's not who we are, even though you went through this.
Yeah, it's hard. When you're going good, you don't have to. You just pass the baton on. No one feels like they have to pitch a shutout for the Indians. But when you're going bad, everybody individually thinks, I got to pitch a shutout. And you start pressing in ways that even the great teams go through a stretch that I think will benefit them in the long run. Not that anyone wants to lose 10 or 11 in a row, but he's got some veteran guys. So on the Dodgers, if Bellinger and some of the young guys start experiencing long droughts, that might concern me a little bit. But this is a very good team that's going to line up 4 days after the season starts with Kershaw. I think I'd feel good.
But you also look at the Indians, and now they're all in on this winning streak. It's like when the Miami Heat had that winning streak, now everybody's got to play, and every game's important. And it's important for the Indians where you're not going to be resting somebody, taking somebody out of the rotation, giving somebody a day off, because you have a chance to continue to make history.
You do, and I think more than that, you have a chance to get, which was inconceivable. Yeah, that was not even within the reach. Now you're forced to think about that, and rightfully so. If this was a week to go in the season or 3 days to go, I don't think they'd put as much emphasis on this. Health would be number one because they've secured everything. But the fact that they can play, and they have played without 3 starters, they've played without Andrew Miller, they've allowed a lot of young guys to check in. What I think is the most impressive thing about the streak is Bauer now feels like he is where he should be. Like, when I talk about a streak, Bauer and Clevenger are the 2 guys that have benefited because you didn't have them at this level last year. Yeah. Now Bauer thinks he's not going to lose. That's an awesome feeling for the Indians. Clevenger, same thing. You've got a more balanced pitching staff than they had last year.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.